What up? What up? What up? Ain't nobody here yet. What's going on? Oh, mute this. Change up these colors. Much better. Oh, yes. What up? What up? What up? We back at the house. Like I ain't do live from home in a minute. Said I wanted to get out. Said I wanted to do it different places. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, yes. I gotta go pick this thing up. 26. Let's see. What up, people? What's going on, family? What's the word, family? Make sure this thing did what it's supposed to do on here. Yep, we in the business. Should have some pretty cool top, man. Some cool cars to talk about. We got some stuff to talk about, guys. Yes, sir. And I got some work to do. Ooh, this thing nasty. What up, what up, what up, fam? Joe Nobody in the building. What up, bro? How you doing, my brother? Uh-oh. Oh, man. All right, let me get back to here. What's going on, man? Just trying to do a little housekeeping. What's going on, man? How y'all doing? How you doing, bro? Been ripping and running all over the place and over this country. Oh, God, I got to reach out to this dude. I had a T-shirt on when I was in, I went to Knoxville, man. And I had one of my T-shirts on. We was shopping for my great nephew. And one of the salesmen, he saw it. He's like, man, I like that. We linked up, got his information. I gotta send him information so we can sell him a shirt, man. People liking the merch, man. They liking the merch. I'm liking that they liking the merch, to be honest with you. Got some more T-shirts in. Trying to fill these orders. Yeah, dig. Oh, IS. I was supposed to call IS back. God dog it. I was shaking and moving, man. Man, how y'all doing? I'm gonna let some folk get in here so we can scream. Oh, I forgot to go. Man, I supposed to hit my brother up, man. God dog it, man. Man, you start spinning, you start forgetting stuff. Moving too fast. Good Lord. What it do, people? And we're gonna wait until we get some more folk in here. It's all good. I ain't tripping. Man, that looks so good. Right. Where are we? And my mic way over there. I wonder if it's even picking me up. Peace. Yeah, I'm starting to accumulate too much stuff on my desk. Got to do something about that. Yes, love it when the plan comes together. Man, I had a mic literally on the body panel just above the exhaust, and it was just grabbing all the sound. So you can hear the valve controller open and close. Um, which what I wanted, I really wanted that to happen. I wanted that thing to be able to go up and down. You can hear it. Um, and I learned something from that video about what the valve controllers do, or at least the 11 mod valve controller does as well. And I think I'm probably gonna do a follow-up video on that. I can still talk about it, but I feel like with the valve controller on, it ouch. It when it's on the car and it's not turned on or it's closed, it's like in factory mode. When you turn it on or open the valve, it's wide open. It stays open. Like when I had it closed and I was driving, I could hear in the video it opening and closing, opening and closing, opening and closing. So that was interesting. That was a interesting piece for me as I was going through that. So it was I got some research, a little bit more research to do. But I still think it's loud. And what I believe where it sits in that louder space, even at when you're sitting still, I think that's gonna be the follow-up video. I'm gonna have to do a follow-up video on that one because I wanted to get everybody, I want to get people's opinion on what they heard first. The video, does the you hear it open and closing. The sound is very similar. Um, but my experience is so much different in the car. So much different. The one thing y'all missed, the sound that y'all couldn't get is my God, man. That turbo whistle was crazy. Oh my God. I was pushing a crap out of the turbos. Oh, look at Matt out there racing snowmobiles in the summer. Yeah, man. That truck was getting it. Pegasus went through it, man. We pushed Pegasus a little bit, man. It was fun though. It was fun. I had a good time out there driving that car. The part that people don't hear all the time that I was able to catch too, man, them downshifts. Um, uh, The rev matching on the downshift that car does automatically, man, it makes it fun, bro. It literally makes it fun. Don't waste money. What do I mean by that? So valve controllers are expensive. Like when I first started looking at valve controllers, man, bro, you know you're helping me, Joe Nobody. I'm gonna have to take some notes, man. But what, because this could be all part of my follow-up video. Valve controllers can be very expensive. There's several different brands out there, and all the things that I looked at first, they're pricey, bro. Some of these things are $200-$300 for a valve controller. 11 mod was like, God, was it 29? Not even that. Let me see. 11 mode valve controller. We're not talking a lot of money, man, and especially for what I paid for mine, man. I think it was $79. I paid for that thing. I didn't pay a lot of money, and most of them, like I said, they could be a couple $100 or more. Maybe I'll have to look for the receipt because I don't know. Maybe they starting to bring their prices up now. I didn't pay this much for my valve controller. See, right now it says $266. I don't think I paid that much for mine. I'm gonna have to look at my receipt. These things can be, man, $500-$600, right? Even at this price, I'm gonna stop. Even at this price, this is still a good deal for a valve controller. I paid $199, I think. I can't remember. But even at this price, it's a good deal. Valve controllers can be $500-$600, and there are even some that are more. And as simple. And when I tell you, the part that really will get you, man, I'm gonna have to do a video on this. Is the fact that the install process on all them other ones, man, you taking panels off out the back of the truck, and you doing additional wiring, and there's all this extra stuff you got to do. This is so easy, so plug and play simple. You can't make it up how simple it is to install this thing. It's an interrupt. You unplug the wire from the valve controller, you plug this thing into it, and you plug the wire back into the device that's in between, and that's it. And it works. I'm gonna have to do that, man, and I'm gonna make another video. I'm gonna do a follow-up video on that, and it shows some of the other valve controllers, how technical they are, and they all do the same thing. They all do the same thing. This is so simple, man. It's so simple. It's not expensive, and it works. You can hear the fact that the valves stay open, and they stay open. You don't hear the valve opening and closing. Whereas when it was not on, you can hear them click, 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 click. They kept clicking on and off. So don't waste your money means a lot of those other ones out there are expensive. You will waste money to get. You can waste money and time because install time also. You can waste money, man, on these things because you'll spend extra money on something you think is better or doing something more, and they all do the same thing. You can get it for a fraction of the cost of some of the other brands. Man, you done gave me some content. I appreciate you, Joe Nobody. Now I'm about to look up X5M valve controller. And all the aftermarket joints. Man, the wiring, all the extra wiring is just nuts to me. Now, it looked like 11 mode that went up in price. What is going on? Yep, premium is almost $600. What they call premium, $600 for a doggone valve controller. exhaust valve controllers. So you could pay a lot of money, man, for something that will take a lot more time to like keys is like 4.5. And get all the wiring that goes with keys. You're gonna be like, why do I have to do all this just to get it? Found another one called can flap. It's 450. Um, I'm glad I see this one. Somebody actually does the install of keys. So I'm gonna snatch that video and show y'all what that looked like. I need to pull what I paid for mine, because I think that's also a piece that will be important to understand, because I didn't spend as much as they are now. And I believe that they've gone up um, because they were trying to get off the ground. They weren't in stock. You had to order it. My assumption, they had to build it for you and then get it to you. Can you use it? Not necessarily. Um, I think that sometimes you're paying for a name. You're paying for R&D. You're paying for usually big name and R&D. They put a lot of time and money into it, and they got to get that cost back. So they put it on the cost of the product. This product is very simple enough, and until I guess it works absolutely flawlessly for me. So until I start having problems with it, then I can probably think about what quality looks like. But this thing works great. Like, it does exactly what I expected to do, man. It works. I need to find out what I paid for mine. Cause right now they're showing it's like $299. I didn't pay $299 for mine. It was I don't know if it was a special. I don't know what was. I did not pay that much money for mine. I'm very curious about what I paid for my order. $199. $199, and I got a $20 discount for pre-order. So I got into this thing, I guess pretty early, right? Um, and I did hit them up behind some sponsorship that they weren't feeling it. But um yeah, I paid $199 for this. I'm glad I'm finding all this stuff. Bro, you hooking me up, man. You giving me some content. I'm gonna make a follow-up video on this. For the most part, man. And what I think is one of the greatest examples of the bragging right, of it just being bragging rights, was the Valvetronics exhaust system. That whole thing that went down with Valvetronics and Chinese companies that were actually building their systems, selling the exact same product without their name on it, mind blowing. For a fraction, like when I say a third of the cost, maybe even less than a third of the cost of, maybe a fourth of the cost of what you would get the Valvetronics system for. Exhaust system. They were, when I say all the markings and everything was the same, the actual electronic piece, valve controller for it, the everything was exact identical to Valvetronics, except it did not have Valvetronics on it, right? Valvetronics exhaust systems like 5.6, and on you can get the thing from the Chinese company for around $1,000. As a matter of fact, I see them as low as $900 from the same people that makes them for Veltronics. I think it was like, for me, it would have been like 14 shipped, I think it was. Nuts. So some people will go out there. Now they say, what's the other thing? You get support from Valvetronics. You don't get the support from the Chinese companies. That's the only other downside. You don't get the same level of support. But it's the same product. without their name on it. So you can pay for the name if you want to, or and there's a ton of cats that went out there and got that exact same solution, and they love them. YouTubers, man, they show you how you can build your car without having to spend too much money, man. These things cost enough as is just to get them. Why add? Why break yourself by trying to add all the extra expenses just because you want to have the name? I'm not that guy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not that guy. It's not that serious. It's not that serious, bro. I like, God, even when I think about clothing, I'm not a big name brander type dude, right? But I like things that are comfortable. So I rock comfortable over brand any day. There's some brands that I find to be more comfortable than other brands that I may focus on. My shoes, I love Kohans. When I'm on my feet, them things feel like sneakers, especially at church. Love my Kohans. Those New Balances, they are comfortable. Those Adidas they are comfortable. I'm not a fan of spending a lot of money for shoes. I'm gonna be honest with you. But one of my most comfortable pairs of shoes are those Yeezys. And I don't care about promoting Kanye West shoes. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a fan of that. But when I tell you if you're gonna be on your feet for a while, those shoes are incredibly comfortable. It has nothing to do with the brand. I can say that. Nothing to do with the brand. I'm not gonna be one of them guys paying thousands of dollars for jeans. That's absolutely nuts. I've gotten to the point, man, where that's what this shelf behind me is for, man. It holds all my stuff to make the shirts. I'd rather wear my shirts. I'd rather wear my shirts. One thing I could tell you, who was like show like that. Show every time you see Show at a show, he wearing his brand. And that's cool. I like that. Every time I was wearing my brand, but I was wearing stuff that other people made for me. Now I have the ability, man, I could press a shirt the morning I'm going and have a brand new shirt walking out the door. I don't have to. What I didn't want to do is just buy a whole bunch of shirts, all with all this stuff on it, and nobody want it. I could press a shirt as it's requested. So when somebody order a shirt, I press what they need and send it to them. If I find me a pair of sketches at work, I rock them. I don't care about all that, man. I don't care about all that. Willie Brown in the building. My brother from another mother. What's happening, bro? Yeah, I'm big on comfort, man. When I'm wearing what I'm wearing, I spend money on the things that work for me. I'm not dressed for other people. That that's for sure. That's for certain. I am not dressing for somebody else. You all set for the fourth? Yes, sir. Let's go. Hey, man. Oh, wait. What day does that fall on? Need the calendar. Fourth is a Saturday. Is it Saturday? Yep, it's Saturday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do we have a cruise Saturday? What's happening Saturday? I think we might have a cruise. You know what? That's me too, man. I'm big on what works. It doesn't have to be the biggest name. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. As I'm going through this process of looking at some of the things that I want to throw on Pegasus, um, I look at the big name dudes, but I also look at who out there that makes what they make. you know, I'm not spending thousands upon thousands of dollars for carbon fiber that could get chipped up at the wrong curve. No, man, we ain't doing that. I'm not that guy. Um, um, what was I saying? Oh, I just don't. I think it's wasteful. I think it could be very wasteful. I think you could put your resources into so many other things than just blow it on something that can wither away. I didn't know him, man. I didn't know the dude. I did not know the dude. This is somebody that was on the back end. Like he said, this dude was sending them stuff all the time. I only watched part of the video um, because I was, really hoping it wasn't somebody I knew. Okay, you coming down that Thursday? That's what's up. That's what's up. How long are you gonna be here? With details, bruh. Me too, man. When I was shopping for Monaco, we was going to Monaco, and I know it was going to be a lot of comfortable outdoor. The weather is going to be maybe, you know, a little warmer than spring, so you got to be prepared for all that. My wife said, "Bruh," she said, "Man, I saw a whole lot of really cool shirts at Old Navy. You might want to check it out, bruh." I went there and told Old Navy, especially the stuff that was on sale, knocked them out. Found some, found some cargos that I like. And what it was crazy, my Old Navy camos. I think I didn't. I wore my Old Navy camos until the point where they, like, where the pockets were, they just started ripping, bro. And I kept wearing them until I just couldn't wear them no more. And now the pockets, when they got these real big holes in them, my daughter took them. She found a way to make it fashionable. They're comfortable, man. That I like being comfortable. I like being comfortable, man. I don't knock anybody that like to wear they fancy stuff. I make fun of Meech, man, because Meech be looking like like the video I made. He be looking like the mayor, Chicago car guy. He be walking around there looking like $1,000,000. I ain't mad at him because young, he fashionable. That's what he do. It's part of his brand. Um, but I ain't spending that money on pants, on that little T-shirt that probably costs $400-500. Some shoes that cost about the same. Nah, I'm not that guy. I'm just not that guy. I spend $400-500 on a suit. I'm not spending $400-500 on those shoes. That's crazy to me. That is absolutely nuts. I am not close to the new Obama library. Um, I am far. I'm about an hour and a half west of the city. My goal was to be away from all the rigmarole, but I wouldn't mind seeing it. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I may have to, plan me a little drive and drive by it. I don't think I'll go in it. No, I am supposed to go to it. I got a group of guys from the church that want to go there, so we probably gonna plan something and actually go and check it out. Yeah, I think I will end up seeing it, man. It'll be interesting. Me personally, I thought driving, because I drive Zeus, get in there and get out and check it out, see what I see and keep it moving. But we could go down there and actually make a day out of it. Maybe it's something that I might want to check out, man. It'd be interesting to see. Definitely be interesting to see. Joe Nobody, where are you in the country, man? I don't know if I asked you this already. Are you in this area? Oh, that's right, Cali. You did say that. You did say that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. If I go there, I'll probably make a reel or a short or something about being in there. Um, I'm trying to get in that habit of. I have the ideas of shorts and reels or short form videos that I want to do, and a lot of times I haven't been executing on them. I'm like, I need to do that. So I've been trying to be a little bit more disciplined. That's why you probably see more short form coming out of my channel. I got a couple more that I'm putting together that I need to finish. Um, I got another little drone video. One of my guys from the church he made that I'm gonna end up using and putting some music to, and then putting it out. It's gonna be probably about 3-4 minutes or something like that. Nothing crazy long. But now that Joe Nobody hooked me up with this idea, man, and it's always the comments that helps you. Sometimes it depends on the type of content you're making. The comments can drive you through what you want to make. AB talks about how people talk about what they're seeing and what the questions that they may have, and some of those questions can drive you to the new content on whatever you could be making next, even if if you didn't actually have it anything scheduled, man. It can be, bro. Like, I hate to say it, with some of the things that's been going on. I'm not, bro. I don't want to shoot nobody. That's part of it. We don't need to be doing that. But these kids going crazy down there, bro. If I had my car down, them kids running across my car, I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna react. And it's teenagers, like, crazy wild animals. It doesn't make sense to me. Absolutely does not make sense to me. I don't know, man. I don't know. Burbs are cool like that. The city is absolutely nuts. I don't think the mayor doing what he's supposed to do. That's why we need to vote for Chicago car guy, man. I think he's gonna change things. Oh man, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. For real. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm just trying to learn, and I really wanna uh take the time and make real good content. I always enjoy what I put out. I'm gonna say that as a foundation to what I'm saying. However, I'm getting to a point where I'm trying to get real clever and crafty about some of the things that I put together. um Even with the valve controller, I was really trying to, how do you tell the story? It's a different hat that comes on, or a different mentality that I gotta have when I really start thinking about what I'm doing and what I'm putting out there, and how I'm telling the story. Because I want to tell a good story. I want people to get it. I want it to be entertaining. I want people to, when they see it, they want to stay in the video and watch it and see it all the way through, as opposed to let's just get to the good part. I want all the parts to be a good part, right? Um, it's just good stuff, man. It's just good stuff. Oh man, he probably busy, bro, doing his own thing. Yep. That's all I can. So here's the thing. That's all I can be. And I tell you this, Willie, it's the structure. Um, I ain't, you know what? I know, I don't have to tell you this, and I know you get this, right? As we get older, man, we don't have time for no time for the foolishness. I got a t-shirt that said, I don't have time for the foolishness. So when you start finding yourself around the foolishness, you're like, I'm gonna let this slide. And I'm gonna let this. Then after a while, it's like, man, I can't do this. When you're doing this content, the last thing I ever want to do is find myself um losing myself, find myself not being myself, right? And it's gonna be evident when I'm looking at the video, because I'm gonna have to look at my content, and I really enjoy looking at what I've been doing a lot more. Not because I found myself less of myself, is because I don't know, I'm just honing in on the pure side of just removing the noise, right? And just being genuine and as genuine as I can possibly be. Because I don't want to be nobody but me on here. And I don't care what that looks like. I don't care who don't like it. It don't matter. Because you got to make the stuff that you like, and I still like it, and that means other people gonna like it, man. And it's just being genuine and being a good person. And I never want to come on here and lie to you guys about anything. I think that's crazy. I don't care what it is because the truth will always come out. I'm just not, that's just not me. So I stay away from that, man. I don't know. There's so many layers of it that I just had to regroup, um, wash my hands of, separate myself from, um, and just find a space that allows genuinity to be pure and be real and without without doing it for the gram or doing it for the camera or doing it for social media. I'm never gonna say, man. I see too many cats out there with, you know, bro, I live, this Christian life is me like 110%. My salvation means more to me than anything else in this world. So when I say and do this on here, that's me all the time. You meet me in person, you're gonna see who I am. That's exactly who I am all the time. You ask any of my guys that I'm around, bro. That's just who I am. And those who don't know that about me and around me, they don't know me. They don't know me, man. I don't live that craziness. That's not the life I live. It's not the life I live. Speaking of another genuine brother, DJ Ryan the mechanic. DJ Ryan is just Ryan, man. Ryan love what he do. He does his stuff. He does it well, and he shares it with people. That's why I like that's why I like DJ Ryan. That's that's why I like DJ Ryan. He's a genuine guy. He ain't trying to be nobody else but who he is. He likes what he likes. He loves his music. He does that. He loves his car. He builds that car. That's real to me. And he does it. He not there, you know, faking a funk, saying he did it and somebody else is doing it. It really is, man. Creating content, people say, oh man, you make them videos. It ain't nothing. You just go out there and film it. You can just film it and then put it out to the world without editing. But it's going to show in your quality. Your quality will be just that. And it could be that is your niche. Niche is to show just the rawest side of your videos without taking out anything. And that could be your niche. But that's just not what I want to present because of how I film. I film to edit. I don't film to keep everything. So I film to edit. And it takes work. I gotta hunker down. Sometimes I'll be like I got videos now. I gotta edit from church, and I'm like, man, I know I need to break down and knock these videos out, but it takes time, man. It really do takes time. You gotta be patient. Gotta be patient, man. It's going well, man. How you doing? Happy belated Father's Day, my brother. Happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers on the channel, man. Happy belated Father's Day to all. I hope y'all had an absolutely awesome Father's Day. I hope your family showed you real love. I hope they treated you like the king you are in your home. I hope it worked out, man. I hope it was a good one. Lefty in the building. The enforcers in the building. What up, Lefty? I haven't forgot about you, Lefty. You know how I am, man. I get inundated. I had to travel. I had a few other things going on this week. I promise. Lefty is patient, and I like that. And I thank you for your patience, Lefty. Recording is work. It really is. And you know what's crazy is I'm glad you said it like that. Recording is work. Because that's just part of it. That's just recording. Now you got to edit. Now you got to put it together and make it tell a story, right? And putting it together, making it tell a story ain't just putting it, it's got to be cohesive, right? It's got to flow. It's got to keep people's interests. You got to put something on the front end of it. You got to put something on the back end of it. You got to fill it with stuff in the middle. You got to, lower third. You got to have clips to keep people entertained. Bro, there's so many little bitty things that come into place, man. That's right. You worked on somebody else's car. I saw part of it. I haven't watched the whole video. I had a little situation in here. It pulled me away from everything I was doing at the time. I had your video on the television. I was editing a video on here. No, I wasn't editing. I think I was preparing to edit. I was putting stuff together. I was finding some clips and stuff that I needed. Okay. Tomorrow. So if I send it tomorrow, that should be enough time. 3 days. Yeah, you'll have it by 3 days. You say house is gone, wife is next. What is going on? What? What is going on, Lefty? What's the word, man? Why the wife got to go? Nah, man, it's it's work. I'm gonna just say that, man. It's just work, man. Why is this so small? I like it bigger. It's pause. It's just it could be a lot of work, man. All right, Woodoo. It could be a lot of work. But the reward, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I can record myself editing a video, and once I get it the way I want to, especially when I line music up or I line other things that go along with it, I be in here, bro, having a good time. I just have fun. Especially when it comes out the way you want it to, and you're satisfied with it, I just have a good time. Any of those videos I do with music, where I have the right chop, where it's hitting on the beat the way I want to, that's a lot of work. You know it's a lot of work when I do a video and you take all the space out of the conversation, all the quiet out. That's a lot of work. Y'all have no idea how, bro, that takes so much. It's tedious. There ain't no app that I could just click and it just takes all the spaces out. I have to do each one of those chops manually. And I don't want all the empty space. I don't want all the empty space. I'd rather get rid of all the empty space and allow you guys to hear exactly what I'm talking about, not have all the pause. I don't want all the pause. I'd rather get rid of it. So I go through and I chop that video up, man, into little bitty. I take all the little pieces out of the inside, all the spaces, all the gaps, all the pauses in a conversation, so that we can have a clean conversation. Quiet, not a straightforward, without having all the pauses. What was I looking at? Bam. What is this for? It's my live. Come on now. You used to come in here. Didn't this mug ask me? Lord have mercy. Good looking out, Kev. Yeah, man. Man, what was I looking at? I'm sitting here trying to organize. Sorry, guys. I didn't see nothing come in yet, so I was just waiting for Lefty once you're ready. But Yeah, it's again, it could be tedious, man. And I have ideas that I have another video idea that I don't want to do. And I know it's gonna take a lot of work. Oh my God, I know this is gonna take work, but I really want to do this video. It's gonna be clever, it's gonna be interesting. I feel like it's necessary. I feel like this video is so needed right now. Mm. I can't wait to do this video, man. And I love to get people's opinion, especially if it come out the way I want it to. This gonna be a good one. I'm gonna put some work in this video, man. This will not be your average, just regular old degular car video. I'm gonna put some work in this one. Yeah, man. Part of it is, I think that's the part. They look at just the final product and think, oh yeah, that's nothing. You know, all you gotta do is grab a camera and film and then put it out there. No, man, it's more than that. You know what? It's true. When you're doing it for fun, that's true. But when the passions start to sit in, that's the different size of it. Because this is still fun to me. It's still work, but it's still fun to me. Right? When I am focused on that quality, that's when I'm hard on myself. That's when I need to, you know, part of that is part of the fun also. Because now I'm doing something, I could be doing something in a video, a type of editing or technique that I've never done before. That makes it fun to me. Now I learned something new. I'm adding this new quality to my video. That's fun to me. I think that's part of the fun. That's the other part, man. They got some people, they just do it for the money. Right? If they just do it for the money, what does that mean? They're gonna step on toes to get to the bag. That's not me. They're gonna step on toes. They're gonna do only what it takes to make money. They're gonna say things that they don't believe, but creates the entertainment that they need for their channel. I'm not doing that. They're gonna be outside of themselves. They're gonna be a character in a factual world. Because they're gonna be a character talking about real stuff and lying. I can't do that. I just can't do it. Because it's not about the money for me. I mean, it makes money, but it's not about me making it everything for me. This is a side hustle. It's money, but it ain't, it pays a bill. It could pay a bill, but it ain't like it's doing something that's gonna make me crazy rich. I'm not in it for that. It'll be great. You know what? If I could get to a point where this creates income like that, I still wouldn't be different than who it'd have to be me still being this guy. If I have to be somebody else to get that, then maybe that's not for me. Because that's an act. Now you got to maintain that. You wonder why some of these guys that were on YouTube that was big and they fall off. They can't keep the facade up. It's not them. If it's not them, they can't keep faking the funk. Eventually the truth gonna come out. And when you realize you can't keep faking the funk, you out like a scout on a new route. You can't keep it up. I'm not trying to maintain a facade. I have enough living my life as it is, fighting all the things that I need to stay focused on to try to also add that lie. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I would love to try to do. Let me tell you, people that I'm gonna commend anybody that make content daily. That mess ain't easy. Every year I try to do Vlogmas and it's daily content. That mess ain't easy, man. I don't think I'm interesting enough to do that. Like, I mean, interesting enough to be on YouTube every day like that. I don't have enough in my life going. the CJ buying cars, he doing all this. So he's got a lot of things spinning that he shares with his fan base, and that's how he mastered that, man. He's good at it too. He's really really good at it, and he does all his own videos. But you got to be doing that for a while to be able to orchestrate your day on a regular basis to be able to drop content that regularly. I have gotten to the point now that I used to do, like I want to do as much content as possible. I'll do, 2, 3 videos a week. Then it was like, all right, let me try to make sure I stick with it. I'm like, no, I'm gonna do one solid video a week and it's live. My goal is to do that and try to throw a lot of short form in the middle. But I want to be consistent about my Thursdays and drop every Thursday. If I could do something extra on top of that, I would. But in order to maintain the quality that I want to do with the other things I got going on, I can't do that because it's not my full time gig. It's not making money. Now, if it was making, excuse me, money like that for me, and I didn't have to do anything else but what I was doing, I would figure this out. The guys that drop almost daily and they have a job, good on them. I don't know how they do it. I have no idea. I unless they hiring an editor, if they're doing it themselves, work, work, big work, man. Whoa. You know what? I knew you was a DJ, but I didn't associate it with the videos. I did not even think about associating it with the videos as well, which is kind of cool. Which is kind of cool. That makes sense. Yeah, man. What's wrong with that? I'm bro, I'm a jack of everything. I do so many different things, and I would love to document or try to document some of, but it's all over the place. It no longer become niche unless I just make it all about me. I like it making about the cars and stuff and things around that, right? But I do so many other things, man. I really do. I do so many other things. They do. They do. I believe that. So I think beef, controversy, um, and they teach you, if you look at some of these other videos and they tell you to, your title should be controversial or to spark comments, and you that's one thing. If you're tight, but then when if your whole demeanor about the topic is controversial, that's not that's not fun to me. It's crazy because I feel like now you arguing with everybody, and I don't know, man. It just don't make sense to me. To each his own. To each his own. I'm gonna tell you what I'm not gonna do. I just can't do it. To me, it just don't make sense. So I refuse to put myself in that box because it's so much easier just to be me. And I'm good with me. I'm good with just being me, man. For real, for real. Sometimes it's hard enough to be me that I wish I could be somebody else for some time, but I can't. All I can do is be me, and I'm good with me. I'm good with me. I ain't tripping, man. They got some good cats out here, man. Love that. Love that. Love that. Man, so as I mentioned, I did go to Birmingham, man, this weekend and had a good time. It was primarily for my great nephew's birthday. So we had a good time, man. Hanging out in Birmingham. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah. You remember that. I remember that, bro. For real. Like we actually that's when we started vibing. That's when we started vibing. That was before you moved in the new house. You was at the old house, but then I hate clickbait. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. And when I see it, I don't watch the video. There's a lot of people I stopped watching because of that. I hate it, bro. I can't stand it, man. Um, and it is a ploy. It's a tactic, right? A strategy. Um, as I mentioned before, man, I'm getting too old for this foolishness, man. I just don't have time for foolishness, man. I just can't. I just don't have it in me, man. I like the solid, real, chill type. He said I would subscribe in a hot second, dog. For real, man. Oh my God. I can't stand the clickbait. I don't think have I unsubscribed to somebody behind that? I just stopped watching them, man, for the most part. I just can't do it. I can't watch it. And I've learned that once you stop hitting people videos for a while, they don't pop up like that often. You don't see them. You know, the algorithm allow you to see what you normally looking at, which I'm cool with. You know, I'm not and I only speak from me. It's just how I look at it. I'm not taking any views off any subscribers off anybody's plate, right? Um, although, you know, as a YouTuber, you'll see people bop in and bop out off your channel, subscribe in and subscribe out for whatever reason. Who knows what it is, right? Interestingly, you can also see everybody that's subscribed to you. So that's the part. That's one of the parts. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That's one of the crazy parts for me, especially when, you know, if you got one of your dudes and he ain't subscribed to you, that's crazy. That's crazy. Especially if he fellow YouTuber and they ain't subscribed to you, that's crazy. That's goofy to me. You know, whereas I support my guys when I say I probably have about 4 or 5 accounts. I will use every last one of them to subscribe to my homeboys just to build them up. Because that's just support. But when you got somebody that's supposed to be one of your partners close to you, they don't subscribe to you, that's crazy to me. When a perfect stranger could just look at the side of my car and subscribe to me, I got somebody I'm hanging with that ain't subscribed to me. That's wild. But yeah, that was a little rant. I wouldn't take that off of somebody's plate, man. Where is my cursor? Oh, right there. Did I hit the button? Yeah. Yeah. Fun stuff, man. That's the fun stuff, man. You know what's funny? Who I was talking to. I was just talking to somebody, and that's the part when it starts getting, you know, you start thinking about because it don't feel like I've been dealing with this and been in this for a long time. But then when you start going back and you start talking to people about like Ryan, what Ryan mentioned, DJ Ryan the mechanic mentioned, bro, like this was way back in the day. Way back in the day. And I love seeing some of my guys who came back, man, like Greg, man, with the supercharged super six charge or supercharged six. What's it called? What is Greg's channel called? Supercharged six. He had a charger, man, that was a V6, and he had the Pentastar V6 that he did the supercharged kit on. And that's how he started his channel, right? And then, you know, he had some trouble with it with the people that installed it. It was never making the power that it was supposed to make. And then he ended up deciding that he was going to do a 392 swap. That was an absolute nightmare. All of this stuff was discouraging him. Like he wasn't making content like he used to. And that was my dude, man. When I tell you I love seeing his content, he was one of the people when I wasn't even monetized watching his videos. It was him and another guy that had the Pentastar. The other guy had a Challenger. He had a Charger. They both had Pentastars. They both went with I can't remember the company's name that make the supercharger kits. It's the same one that me and Three had on his. And when I tell you, man, this is what I love is that I can still communicate with some of these guys. One of the other guys, he fell off. He started boxing. He started doing other stuff. Like Greg, he's back and forth making videos now. He got his car back, finally getting it moving. Man, like my man, 5 to the 10. Like this is somebody that I was watching as a baby YouTuber coming up around the same ranks, right? What up, my brother? So it's like it's interesting to see, how we moving through this. I think the part that really got me, somebody asked me about um today. I had lunch with my MD, and he's asking about how things are going with the channel and everything. He's like, man, I see you getting some real good traction, this, that, and the other. People recognize you. And that's the part that gets me, because I'm not used to people recognize me, because I don't even look at myself like that. I still will introduce them as who I am. And people, oh man, I know you. I watch your channel, this, that, and the other. I'm like, oh, snap. That's dope. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, right? It's humbling. It's humbling, bro. It is so humbling for me. The last thing I ever want to be is that dude that start getting big headed behind, somebody recognizing. Now you think you famous? Like, now you really think you somebody now because somebody know you from social media? Come on, man. Get off your high horse. Get off your high. You ain't did nothing. You too famous don't mean everything, dog. Especially if you ain't bringing big money in. Come on, man. Chill out. Calm down. It's not that serious. The logo on Zeus. Yeah, I do get it, man. People, you'll see people on a regular basis going check it out. I don't know how many subs I do get from it. Um, but people they take pictures, they go out there and they'll go to the channel. I don't know how many subscribe or not, but they go to the channel and they'll start looking at stuff every time it's out. I do want to put a QR code. I think I'm gonna put a QR code on Zeus, man. I want to put a QR code so they can just go to all social media. Because although I have what I have on there, YouTube and Instagram, I want to have the link to everything so they can see and go check out whatever platform they probably spend the most time in. Something tells me you were pleased. So hard to find a decent truck you ain't gonna find a decent truck for 9 to 10,000. Trucks are expensive nowadays, brother. They're too. You're not gonna find a decent truck for that amount of money unless somebody hook you up. What's going on, man? No, I do not, brother. No, I do not. The 300, we let 300 go years ago, man. 300 transitioned into Zeus, bro. Yeah, we let that one roll, man. What you riding in? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think I might want another one in the future, but if I got one, it will have to be either a 392, a newer 392, or I'll go back and get a 6.1 300, SRT 6.1. I like the 6.1 motor, man. It's more stout, and I can probably play with it a little bit different. I like that. I like that car. I'm a probably forever like 300s. I just think they do their thing, man. They look so good to me. You say getting his lefty on. Oh my lord. Yes, indeed. The kids are good, bro. The kids are out of school, so they out there on them streets, man. out there on them streets. Man, no, I will not. I shall not. Sign an autograph. That's crazy. Not your boy. No, I'm not that guy. I don't even know how to sign my name. You know, they don't teach cursive anymore. QR code. Okay. I am going to do the decal on the side of the car, man, and do a QR code, man, because I want to make it simple so people can get to stuff. They ain't got to go punch the keys. The QR code works well. Somebody else who was that had QR code on his car? Cliff has it on his car for Bespoke Motor Union. Chicago Car Guy has QR code on his car also. I need to do it. I knew somebody else that has it. I found your channel years ago when you had the big bro. I love that big Bose, man. When I tell you that exhaust system on that car was awesome. I love the way that thing sound. Oh my God. And when I got it, bro, they were inexpensive. They were cheap. They were cheap. And then all these Penastars, all us Penastar guys started using that big boss and bringing that sound out of that V6 that you don't expect to get from it. They started running their prices up. Man, their prices went through the roof. Let me see what big buys. Bro, I think I paid $59 for each one of my exhausts from Big Buys. Let me see what they're running right now. When I tell you, bro, they jacked them prices up and they wanted that money all to themselves. There's somebody else I went to. Hey, man, look, I'm getting some great traction on my videos. I would love to, sponsor if there's anything that we like to work with you. I like your product, yada, yada, yada. I think I'm doing your brand well type beat. The people was like, nope, I'm good. I'm a holler. Because we were doing it so good that we were still driving people to them. So they was making their money, man. It was making their money. So I had the Big Boss 4. They got the 5 now. Oh, they got the 5 now. So I had a 4. I paid $59 for each one of those things. $59. The 4s are $99 right now. 99 a piece. The 5s are 120, 124, 125. As no, they got a kryptonite that's 140. Like they didn't have all the color tips. I bought my tips I got my tips from them, and then I had them powder coated white. I had white tips on my car, man, and they look good. 5-inch tips, them things sound so good, man. They sounded amazing. But yeah, they ain't want to play with your boy. They wanted money for themselves. I ain't seen nobody that actually had a sponsorship with them, at least back then. I don't know if anybody else got something with them or not, but yeah, man. Nobody got in with them folk, man. Yeah, bro. You still got it? Do you make any content with your car? Do you still have it, first of all? And if so, do you make any content with it? I still like 300s, man. It's about, I mean, my bro that if he can jump on, if he's not working, when he's free, he's detailing now. So I know he making that money right now. But me and 3, man, and the 3 is for 300. He he got what? He's on his second 300. Plus he has the wagon as well. Man, I don't know what's up with AB, man. I'm not gonna even mess with him, bro. I'm gonna let him do his thing, man. I tried to get him out, tried to get him on the channel, do some stuff. I don't know. Maybe after his little rant, man, somebody must have sent him a cease and desist. And then he just fell off the map. Like, dude, I thought you was coming out. And he said, look, I'm gonna be there. I'm on my way, and never showed up. It is what it is, man. You again, I learned with this, no matter how bad you might want some folk to come and hang out, man, it's still up to them. Yeah, your wants and desires are mediocre to what a person would actually decide to do. Yes, I still got it. It's been running strong about 5 years. That's what's up, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I didn't have such a strong desire for this vet, uh, I'd have still had my 300 because I was having a lot of fun with that 300. I probably would have supercharged it and build it up. Um, I went to Cetera, and my goal was to build that thing up to a monster. I wanted to take a Trackhawk powertrain and make an all-wheel drive Chrysler 300. The problem that I had with that was, at least that I got from them, was the transaxle would have been an issue. It would have had the front passenger seat awkward because it was so big, and as low as that car was, it wouldn't have worked. At the time when I was doing this, I don't know if there was an alternative solution that we could have explored, but he didn't see making it real. I wanted that so bad. I wanted it to be all wheel drive. I didn't want it rear wheel drive. I wanted to be an all wheel drive animal, especially in a Chrysler 300. I thought that was the perfect build. Bruh, I bet. That was the same thing I was getting with that 300, bro. Like, when I tell you it sounds so good. And honestly, I still get comments at least weekly on the Chrysler 300. People asking what was the setup. I go back and cut and paste what I said to the last person, right? It was a simple setup. It sounds so good. It sound more exotic to me than it did just like a V8. It sounds so deep and heavy. It sounded heavy. Made people think it was a straight up rip supercharger. That's it. Thank you. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. That's the one. That's the one. So a couple of those guys, man, that I was following, and at the time, because I was a Pentastar guy, a lot of the people I was following, they had um, Dodge, Chryslers. So it was either Chargers, Challengers, or 300s that had the Pentastar. And anything with Pentastar I was following because I wanted to see what they were doing with their car and how they were getting the most out of that motor. It was a good motor. It did its thing. And was crazy with some of the simple things I did, from ignition, the coil packs, spark plugs, cold air intake, exhaust. RTs couldn't. Man, I was giving RTs problems. That car. Pedal commander, and what was the other thing I did? Um, I did so much to that car. When I did the suspension, it tightened up the suspension. I didn't have a lot of that body roll, so launching felt way different. And I put 22s on there, and that thing still was getting it. It was still getting it. And they weren't like real light 22s. But that thing, it will cut the tires, man. I will break the tires. Taser. That's what else I put on that Taser. So I was able to do launch control. I was able to do, how you lock the front brakes and burn the back tires out. Bro, I was able to do all that, man. It was crazy. Oh my God, that was crazy. That car was fun. I wanted to do that build though. I think that's the thing that really interests me. If I could have taken that car to the next level, if I'd have dove deeper into that build, I would probably never got the vet. Not then. because I've been so excited about seeing that card kit to the next level. And initially, when I got the vet, I wasn't gonna sell it 300 until they showed me a number. I was like, "What? You gonna give me how much for this car? Your car?" I drove the car for free. I drove that car for free, and it's a Chrysler 300. Like, I guess it was desire. And here's a crazy part: I did not take any of the mods off the car. The car was still lowered. It still had the no. I took the taser out. The car was still lowered. It had 22-inch wheels on it. It had the intake. It had the exhaust. I did nothing to the car, and they took it. They gave me more than what I paid for that car. That was crazy to me. I couldn't pass up the deal. I couldn't pass it up. I'm like, your car, man. Here's your keys. You can have it. I enjoyed it. Like I said, that car was, and to your point, you had it that long. I had my car for 3 years, 3 or 4 years, no major issues. I had it during the pandemic, dude. I had my car all taken apart. I go back and look at some of them old videos of the work that I was doing in that 300, man. My garage was a shop, dude. I was in there putting in work. And I was working on both the Jeep and this thing at the same time. My goodness. I have the raw pedal. Good. So let me ask you this. Does RAW allow you to change modes while you're still on a pedal? Pedal Commander didn't. Like if I was on Pedal Commander and I had I'm want to move from one thing to another, I had to come completely off the pedal, change it to what I want, and then get back on the pedal. If I stayed on the pedal, it'll throw a code. I did not like Pedal Commander for that at all. The product that I got in the end was awesome. Like being able to accept this thing, the throttle response was stupid when you turn it up. It was awesome. Like this thing reacts so fast. It felt like it was way more car than what it was when you punch this thing down and get on it. It'll spin the tires. Like I said, it'll cut the tires loose. Um, and with the taser, oh man, that was another part that I love, right? So with the taser, I had an all-wheel drive Chrysler. The taser, I can lock that thing into rear-wheel drive only. That part was fun. That part was super fun. And if you know anything about that 300, the all-wheel drive 300, they switched to all-wheel drive by temperature. When they hit a certain temperature, it'll switch to all-wheel drive automatically for traction purposes. Turn that mess off. Rear-wheel drive all the time. It's about the same. Pedal Commander is more expensive than throttle control. More expensive throttle control. Hey, we just talk about that, man. We were just talking about buying for the name, right? Where is it? Most expensive. Like my man Joe Nobody said, because usually you figure the more expensive is a better quality and performance. So he said the brand name is just bragging rights, and you don't need the bragging rights from that perspective. That's funny. We literally were talking about that, bro. Mr. Reflection. We were literally talking about that. So I went with Pedal Commander at the time, probably because it was the most well-known throttle response controller that people were using for the car. I didn't know how it did its thing. I didn't know how it worked. I didn't know that if you try to switch within while you're on the pedal, that it will mess with you. Now I have so I fell in love with let me just as a just full level of transparently fell in love with throttle response controllers because I realized what they do. When you take that lag off the pedal, it changes things. You getting a full response off your car right off the grip, or at least majority of a response off your car. Because you got to think it's literally like 50%, right? Um, to narrow that gap to, let's say, even 80 or 90% response when you press a pedal is absolutely mind-blowing for most people. And you got to believe, you got to understand, you're not getting more power from the car, you're getting the car's power more, earlier, which makes those things just awesome. So when I got the vet, I threw when I threw the pedal, the throttle response control on it, man, oh my God, absolutely mind blowing. Yeah, so the pedal commander had a Bluetooth option as well. You can get it with or without the Bluetooth option. Now, when I went with Vet, and I don't know if they make it, I'm gonna have to look and see. Wait. Uh I wonder if those people make the same. Roar. I remember Roar. I'm looking at it now. Now I have solar now, and I wonder if they do anything outside of that. I love solar. I love this. The one I have now, they do a lot. Look like they do more GM. I have solar now on the vet, and I love it because I can literally be on a pedal. Now I've done this with people driving, right? Um, they could be driving a car, and I'll switch because I always start them on a lower setting, and I'll switch it while they're driving. The cool part is here's the part I love about solar, right? Solar has a little module that allows you to control on board while you're in the car. It also has a Bluetooth module that allows you to control from your phone. That little module in the car, it plugs in, plug out. So you could take it out the car and still be able to control your car. So when you think about as, let's say, theft control, if you take that thing out and you turn your car to basically turn off the pedal, if somebody got in your car, they'll be wondering why this thing is not doing anything when they hit the gas. And they won't be, there's nothing in there that allow them to control it because it's all in the phone. I love that about that thing. So looks like solar. So I see they do Mustang parts as well, but they look like they focus primarily on GM. Oh no, they don't. That's not completely true. Because I see Solar have, oh, they do have Dodge Ram Jeep, Honda, Subaru, Toyota, Audi, Volkswagen Group, BMW, Mercedes, Porsche, Ford, GM. Yes, they do a little bit of everything. Let me look at the BMW. Let's see what they got in it, man. Oh no, man. We might have to put this in Pegasus, man. And here's the interesting thing. What I love about the reason why I went with this doggone X5M is because of all the modularity. So it already has ways to built in that increases throttle response. So it's like I didn't even have to do anything. All I had to do is get in and do it. The part that I like about solar, again, is that you can take that module out the car and still control it with your phone only without having a way to do it on board. Meaning you could park your car someplace. And if, we unfortunately, we have people that think they want your car more than you want it, and they try to take it from you. If you got the throttle turned off, they're not going anywhere. You might get some glass broken. You might get somebody and get in there and start your car without you wanting them to start your car, but they ain't going nowhere because it ain't gonna start. They have to tow it. It ain't going nowhere. And if you had that little piece to block the neutral switch, it ain't going nowhere for real. Something to think about. Something to think about. And the cool part is, if you I think about the last trip I did to Pennsylvania, I could took the module out the car, turn the pedal off, take it out the car with me, go in the hotel, and that's another layer of security for the car. Whole nother layer of security. I need to do a follow-up, man. Y'all giving me some content I need to think about, man. Where's my notepad? I need to start writing this down. I need to write this down because I got follow-up videos I need to worry about now, man. Y'all think I'm playing. I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. So the first one I got to do that follow-up on the last video I did with the valve controller on Pegasus. And then I'm gonna do another follow-up on the solar. I think the thing is so awesome, man. It's crazy right now. I've been sitting in SP5, which is Sport 5. I'm sitting where what's on the screen actually. And it's been good enough, man. If I go any more up, even today, like I don't drive with shoes on because the pedal, I feel like I like where it's at because it responds the way I wanted to when I needed to. But man, it can still be touchy. Like I tapped the gas aggressively I had slippers on, and how can I explain this thing? It's almost like starting a roar and trying to cut it off in the middle of the roar, but it can't. It's got to get the rest of the roar out. That's what this car does. Like if I tap it and I get tapped just a little bit too much, I'm off the pedal. The car's still like, vroom! So it already built boost. And as it's built boost, now it's got to spin off that extra air and boost, but it ain't gonna happen just right away. It don't happen as I let my foot off the gas. It still wants to go. This car be feeling like it got a mind of its own. Like it's telling y'all, man, I swear this thing be trying to get me. But it feel like it still want to go, man. This is crazy. But it's that boost. That boost still be building up, man. You return to that 300 family, bro. Listen, you're going to have me looking at 300s. I wouldn't mind having another 300. I really do. I still like that car. I think that here's what I'm going to tell you what baffled me. What baffled me about the 300, that it wasn't considered a luxury car. I was shocked. I thought it was luxury all day long. It is not considered a luxury car, which was pretty awesome when it came to insurance, but it wasn't a luxury car. Bro, you couldn't tell me I wasn't in something bigger than what I was in. That's how it felt to me every time I drove that car. It felt so good, man. It felt so good. Even after lowering it, it just still rode so nice. It felt sportier, but I love the ride, man. I love the ride. Man, you are not threatening me with a bad time right here, bro. I'm telling you, 300s, I like Chrysler 300s. I really do. I really, really. What's your thoughts on that the 392 one that they came out with a few years ago? What are your thoughts on that 392 Chrysler? After that, what's your thoughts on all the builds that you've seen guys have been doing with the Hellcat swaps? I'm gonna tell you from my perspective, I I like the Hellcat swaps, especially when they're done right, when it still just looks like the car. when they don't take it to a point where it's looking like something else, right? I love it when they're clean, the work has been done right, when it looks like any of Cali work. Cali works be looking Cali look incredible, right? But when it's clean and it's just everything functions, everything works the way it's supposed to. Uh, your Charger's 392, man, brother, and just the sound of those things. I don't want the headache, but they sound so good. They sound so good. You know them when you hear them. They sound good to me. So I went through a phase of thinking I was gonna get a Challenger. I wanted a Challenger. I was gonna get a Hellcat Challenger. Um, I just love that wide body. I think it looks phenomenal. I wanted that car. I just didn't want the headache. When the Jeep broke, I started looking at SUVs. And my top 3 SUVs was the Trackhawk, BMW, and the Porsche Cayenne Turbo S. And although I looked at those Trackhawks, I said, man, I don't want that headache. These knuckleheads out here, man, they serious, bro. I just thought you see enough of the videos, and it's sad that now at car shows, Chargers and Challengers are the rare ones. You don't see them that often. They used to be everywhere, and I like seeing them. They are rare. There will be at some of the shows I've been to. There were more Lambos than there were Chargers. How'd we get there? How'd we get there? Crazy. I don't know, man. I may have to. I'm sitting here bouncing back and forth looking at this solar performance band. We might have to get this for Pegasus, man. I might have to get this for Pegasus. I'm serious. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I don't want to tell my transaxle because this thing is so torquey already. Oh, but I just like the idea of being able to pull this off, man. This would be freaking awesome. It already gives me a lot of pedal response. If I can get pedal response like I'm getting in Zeus, oh, my only concern is I'm still waiting for them turbos to spool up in that thing. So you got a Challenger, man. Did you have a wide body? Wide bodies, they nasty. I'm just saying, they nasty. They nasty. I'm just saying. What color is it, bro? What color is it? Come on now. I still like Challengers too. That's another thing, man. I still like them. I really do. Wide body Challengers. When I see, and that's you don't see them as much. I love seeing wide body Challengers. I think they're awesome. I wouldn't mind owning one. Unfortunately, the young crowd nowadays are addicted to Hellcats and Demons. True. I still like the Hellcat. I like the 392 too. I think it's a lot of car. People that 392 is still a lot of car. Here in Georgia, you see a lot of Challengers and Chargers at car shows. Up here, not so much. These knuckleheads up here, bro. Oh my God. They got people don't want to take their car out. Ray got rid of his Charger because he didn't want the headache anymore. Refused to get the Hellcat. I mean, the Trackhawk because of what comes with it. You can't go nowhere and leave it and feel like you can come back to it all the time. You got to put so much into anti-theft. It just it's just ridiculous, man. It is just ridiculous. I don't see and hear a lot about that with these BMWs, man, and I love it because it allows me to feel cool with Grand Black. Oh, you got a Grand Black Chrysler too? That's just like me and 3. Yes, sir. Do you post any on social media, bro? I wanted mine was white. Of course, you knew that. But I wanted that Nardo gray. I wanted a Nardo gray. I saw one yesterday. I went out. Shout out to my brother Cliff, man, from Bespoke. They invited me out. We went and had this like a continuation of Father's Day type thing at this restaurant, man. They had the specialty dinner. They had pairings and all this other stuff that was going on. It was fire. Had a great time, man. Had a wonderful time with the fellas. Shout out to BRS crew, man. Absolutely awesome time. Um, and then but when I was heading out there, I saw one. And when I tell you it had me turned all the way around looking at that car, it was something about that Nardo gray, non-metallic gray on that car. And it just looks so good. It looks so good. What I like them is I really do like what Cody, I mean what me and 3 did to his car. He's got that gray with the black wheels, like the demon wheels. I love that look, bro. I love that look. Oh man, come on, man. Come on, man. You gotta show folk what you riding in, man. Unless, of course, you don't want unless this could make you a target, man. So I respect it. I respect it. Don't do it if it puts you on Front Street, bro. Now I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. We car guys on here, so it's we like to see cars, bro. We like to see cars as much as we can. Absolutely. Oh man. No, I like the gray and black though, for real. I really do like the gray and black. I like the blue Challenger also. I got a buddy of mine I ran into. Oh, Arnett. I think his name is Arnett. Met him at a car show. He got he called it the Banana Challenger. It's a wide body yellow um, Challenger, Hellcat Challenger. Um, he got that car for such a steal. Like he bought a Hellcat for around 40K. That is mind blowing to me. And we're not talking no crazy high mile wide body Challenger. Because of the color, they said it was hard to sell. They couldn't sell. He was like, man, that's exactly what I wanted. He stole his car. Absolutely stole his car. And it's beautiful. Beautiful car, man. Beautiful car. Again, went out to eat with those guys. Haven't been cruising with a Challenger in so long. We had two. We had a 392 and we had a Hellcat. Uh Ted. Oh God, I hope I ain't missing his name up. He got a slime green, whatever Dodge calls it, Challenger, and then my man had that banana yellow Hellcat Challenger. You gotta get enough attention to Challenger, especially for the color and exhaust sounds, bro. I can only imagine. Did you put big buys or what exhaust did you put on the Challenger? If you did, they really don't need it, but I think one thing you could do with that is just take off that mid pipe and they sound absolutely nuts. You don't really have to do too much to them. What did you do to that exhaust? Boiler? Yeah, that's good stuff right there. Yeah, that's good stuff right there. Yeah. That's good stuff right there. Yeah, you don't have to. I'll be honest with you, again, they sound good right off the showroom floor. IS in the building. What up, bro? I'm sorry I didn't call you back. Apologize to you, bro. I just got inundated with trying to get everything together. I had a couple of things I was juggling, literally juggling, and I meant to hit you right back. As a matter of fact, when you called me, I was on a call. Um, so I had to finish that call, knock out a few things. I just got a little distracted. Apologies for not hitting you right back, bro. We got to talk anyway, man, so you can get your Jeep. So what else have you done to the Challenger? Oh, you what? IS. I did your brother. God, I can't remember because he just bought a Hellcat not too long ago. Did your brother get? He got a. Did is his a Charger or a Challenger? I can't remember. Is which one did your brother get? Ooh, I like that. I like Friday a lot. Come and get your Jeep. What Hellcat? Oh, he got he got a Challenger. They sound good, man. When he was leaving the shop, man, that thing sounds so good. Like when I say you don't have to do a whole lot, but a boiler system on there, yeah, you did your thing. You did your thing. Not mad at you. That's good stuff right there, man. That's real good stuff. Who tunes? When it comes to that thing, I'll send them to Satera only. I don't know too many people who mess with him the right way, but I know Satera will take care of that car like to the hilt. Satera built Cooley's car. He actually did both the Trackhawk and his purple Charger. So if there's anybody, he built Ray's car. He built his own car, and they had 3 Chargers that was nasty, that was killing the track. So if there's anybody I know that can do a great job without tearing up the car, hurting the car, it's gonna be Satera. Satera can get it done for you. Satera. Let me pull this stuff up. Satera tuning. I'll give you a link, man. I'm gonna put a link in here so you can check him out, man. Tell them Swole 55 sent you. But they do great work. Like when I say, in my opinion, probably the best in the game when it comes to Dodge products, he's a beast, man. He is a beast. Again, if I had it, he's the only person that would touch it. Only one. Because I know he knows what to do. So far, he built the 2-door Charger, the new one. He didn't got that thing. He's got the highest horsepower one of those right now. And he's still doing R&D with it. So bro, they do great work over there, man. They do great work. Just saying. Yeah. Matter of fact, Cooley used to work here before he got on them trucks, man. This is where he was working when he was getting his car serviced and worked on and everything. He was working right here at uh Satera. Every time I went over there, I ran into him over there. He was working. Yeah, bro. Yeah, they do their thing, man, over here. They kill it. Look, and on the page, the front page, it says our owner and tuner has 15 years of tuning and custom collaboration under his belt, producing countless number of 1500 plus horsepower capable vehicles that can be daily driven. That's the key right there. That can be daily driven. Reliability is just as important as power we can produce. Being able to have a car that is powerful and reliable, and that's it right there. That's it. Just saying. I wonder if Ray's car is still on here. Nope, that ain't it. It's got a pipe coming out the side. But yeah, man. If you had to go someplace, I recommend hitting up Cetera, man. They give you what you're looking for real. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bro, man, let me tell y'all, bro. When I tell you kind of stoked about some of the new stuff. I don't know if y'all been paying attention, man, but we got to get into some of this. Some of these new cars that's out here. Woo 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 woo. Yeah, man, we got to get into it. Sorry, I need to take care of that. Blam. Just close the stuff. I got too much stuff open on my desktop. I gotta remember that solar. I might have to again, man. We have to dig into that solar. We may have to dig into that solar performance in Pegasus, man. Yes, sir. Well, why'd you ask what it was if you still come in and look at it? Come on now. Why are we playing? Look at my man. Oh man. What is this? I thought dude hit me up. What's going on? Missing it. All right, man. We got to get into some of these new cars, like for real. Ah, ooh, that's one of those topics right there. That's one of the topics. What up, my brother? Good evening, man. How you doing today? Um, so I'm not an EV fan. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a fan of fully electric vehicles because you lose the theater. Theater is important to me. I'm not a fan. Although I do kind of dig the petrol engine cars of the Challenger Charger, the 4 door and the 2 door. The only downside that I have is the floor pans are built for EVs, so it feels shallow. It feels weird, like your feet are too high. Um, I don't like that, but I still think that that car, as it sits, will make for a great daily driver. All-wheel drive selectability, powertrain similar to an M3 BMW. However, it's heavy. It's heavy. I like the fact that they did the updated interior, really nice on the inside. I like the car personally. I don't care for the EV variant. I don't care for most EVs, to be perfectly honest with you. Again, but I believe that I think it's a pretty decent little car. And if there are some rumors about throwing a big motor in that car, I'll be curious to see what that looks like. but they got to get rid of just cookie cutter, EV car to a petrol car and get the full plans, the floor pans, the better. I hate that. I feel like my knees are too high. Like my feet are too high up in that car. I don't like it. It feels weird to me. Feels weird. Concept of the car, the drivability of the car, all of that good stuff. Good stuff, man. I just don't like. I can care less about the EV variant, man. Adding electrification, I'm not against that completely because I believe that it takes performance to the next level. And well, I mean, our Indy cars does that. They do that. They have electric boost and all this other stuff, which is how we learn how to get more performance from the cars that we have today. There aren't like electric or EV Indy cars out there that are regularly run. It's just not a common thing. They have electrification. Leave the muscle cars alone, bro. Come on, man. Listen, boy, you are speaking Willie's language right there. You are speaking. Willie would tell you that in a heartbeat, man. Leave muscle cars alone. Look at where we are when it comes to muscle cars, and it's a stretch, in my opinion. It's a stretch to call the new Charger Challenger a muscle car. It's a stretch because it don't fit in the same muscle car class. It fits in. Honestly, it fits in a German car class. They built that car, not the EV, but the motor of the new one. It's a clone of the B58. It's a clone of BMW's straight six. It's not an original thought. It is not an original thought. Down to compression. Like when I tell you they just re-engineered BMW's motor, which in my opinion, the BMW motor is in my opinion, is the next level 2JZ. It literally is the German 2JZ. See, look, I told you. I'm telling you, man, Willie Brown, like, leave muscle cars alone. And the reality is, until the Camaro comes back, the only one that exists right now, in my opinion, is the Mustang. That's the only one that has a muscle car. That's it. Nobody else has a muscle car. Not new. Because the new Charger Challenger, nah, I don't put that in the muscle car class. I don't like that they try to classify it as a muscle car. I don't think it fits in that category. Now, which stretches, there's some things also that have been stretching the what we categorize cars as, right? Back in the day, supercars used to be, cars that were able to produce over 500 horsepower, yada yada yada. So many cars have doing that. Now they've changed the classification of supercar, and that's now a lot of muscle cars or pony cars are in that class. Supercars are now got to have mid-engine, got to be foreign built or whatever, right? But it was always, some, big eight supercar, 8, 10, 12 cylinder motors. The only person moving forward that's nope. No, 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 no. The Big Ten is gone. So everything is moving now to that, at least from the Volkswagen group. Is that Volkswagen group? Am I thinking that right? Yep, Audi, Volkswagen is going to be that is the same on the Temporero, which is that supercharged flat plane crank, no twin turbo flat plane crank V8 with hybrid or electrification, right? But then the originator of the flat plane crank took a car they called the 296 and they made it a 6-cylinder that's twin turbo with electrification. And it is not a punk. So based on all this stuff that we were getting from supercar classification, is that still a supercar? Because who else has a 6-cylinder? Maserati. Is it Maserati? Yeah, Maserati. Twin turbo 6. Ford GT. Twin turbo 6. And it's the American supercar. $1 million American supercar. So it challenges, right? It challenges what we consider supercars now, because for the longest, GTRs didn't fit the bill because it was a V6. Now, does that up the category of a GTR to the true supercar class? Especially now that they're coming out with that adding electrification on that car. That thing is going to be crazy. All-wheel drive. It's going to be absolutely nuts. Godzilla is going to have blue eyes. Bruh, that's going to be crazy. That's going to be absolutely nuts. That's going to be absolutely nuts. I'm excited about that, man. I'm excited about that. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all got to hit that like button. Come on. Hit that like button. There's a couple of topics, a couple of cars, man. I was looking at that I want to get into because I've been meaning to talk about this for a while, and I think the piece that we didn't, birthday, we went out, we did a live at the on site at the cruise night, which was, I had a great time checking that out. It was really, really cool. But man, they got a couple of cars that's out there that's we need to talk about, man. Because I think these are gonna be straight next level. So, where is it? Where is it? So you guys, here it is. Rezvani. Y'all remember the car, that big, so Rezvani is this company that came up with this. Let me pull this over here so you guys can see this. Slide this over a little bit. Slide this over a little bit. So Rezvani, they came out with this, this basically, they took a Jeep and made it something out of this world, right? Let me share the screen so y'all can see what I'm talking about, so I'm not talking crazy and not allowing you guys to see what I'm looking at. So they came up with this beast of a vehicle, right? Let's see if we can open this up a little bit so y'all can see this better. And it's off a Jeep's platform, right? It's armor coated, it's crazy, beefed up, next level, you know, you can't flat the tires. It just all kind of end of the world type things already built into this car, like you would not believe. Look at this thing shooting water out the mirrors. Like, why? Oh, that's pepper spray. My bad. Pepper spray out the mirrors, night vision. This thing is crazy. It's got so much stuff to it. They took a Jeep and brought it to the next level, right? You saw that? Wait up. God, I wish I could play that back. Smoke screen. It's like a James Bond Jeep. And this is something real you can go and buy. Like for real. Go and buy. Uh Absolutely, bro. Appreciate you coming checking out, man. Appreciate the dialogue. Come through, man. Don't be a stranger, my brother. We get back into some more stuff, bro. For real. I really do appreciate it. I can't wait to see what you got, though, for real. So I say all that to say, with this absolute beast of a truck, this company has other things in mind. I'm loving this truck. Like, it's next level. I wish I could afford something like this because I would drive it everywhere. People would think I am a war machine all by myself. All by myself. Absolutely nuts. So, with that, they had other things in mind as well. And that's the part that I wanted to share with y'all because they came out with something that's absolutely nuts. And it's the Beast. It's called the Beast Alpha. This thing is crazy. But I need you to see something. Here's the crazy part, right? So if you look at this, because I think it's is it carbon or aluminum? I think it's carbon body. 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds, which is impressive. It's not the fastest. It's very impressive. This is a 400 horsepower car. It only weighs 21.5. That's 1,000 pounds lighter than the vet. 1,000 pounds lighter than the vet. Look how the doors open. I need y'all to see this, man. You see how the door open? It folds forward. That makes sense. Or it slides it open forward. This thing is crazy. Let's go into the gallery. Look, this is a better shot of how the door opens. This is a really cool car. Now, there's nothing about this car that doesn't scream bespoke supercar. Nothing. Oh, there's another car I want to talk to you guys about. Now let's say that. Nothing that doesn't scream bespoke supercar about this. And I want to say that this is also, I think this is a 6-cylinder car. I want to say a 3-liter 6. I have to verify though before that. Don't hold me accountable to what I just said. I have to verify. Let me verify, guys. Super cool car. Super cool car. Let's see. Let's see if we can find the power source of this car. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's an all carbon body. Oh, there it is. It does. Why are we not saying? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 cylinders right there. So it's an 8. No, it's not. This is a man. What is that? It's got the one. This can't be a 4-cylinder. I think this is a 4-cylinder. It's not a. This is a 4-cylinder. It's not a 6-cylinder. It's a 4-cylinder. that's making this power. 450 horsepower. It's a 4-cylinder, guys. That's the part that made this unique. I had this car ready to talk about it like 3 weeks ago. This is a 4-cylinder, bro. Isn't that crazy? This is, to me, is just, again, next level, but it also is telling. It's telling the capability of what we can do with less. Anytime they can get that amount of power out of a 4-cylinder motor, which plays into the weight shaving or the lightness of this car at 2,100 pounds, 2,150 pounds with 400 horsepower, this thing rips. It feels like way more car than what it is. I'll be curious about what it sounds like. It's still a 4-cylinder. Absolutely nuts. 4 cylinders. Oh my God. That produces that level of power. Yeah, man. Have y'all seen this thing? I wonder if the chassis is bespoke or based on another vehicle. It's all, I want to say bespoke. I don't know if it's based on something else. I can't remember if it was. That's a very good question, and maybe that's something I need to dig and live into more. But I don't know if the chassis was based on something else. I can't remember. As you can see, they're coming out with a twin turbo V8 version of that as well. Oh my God. They got a few different ones of this. This thing is gonna be crazy. This thing is so beautiful. Now I remember seeing this one. This is the Porsche that they build, and they took this thing to the next level. I love this. You got to come with your own donor, and they'll build this. This thing is so beautiful. But we'll get into that. That Porsche is something else. Um, I gotta find. I'm need to do the research to see if there's a particular chassis that this thing is built off or modeled off of. Um, I'm gonna have to do the research, man. I don't know if I was ready for that one. I feel like I'm behind the curve. I need to find out for sure. Let's see. Top sidewinder doors, purpose built seats, closed retro 6-speed manual, high intensity LED lights, sounds that stir emotions, race inspired instrument cluster, carbon fiber construction, one composite material, used from aerospace foam and racing. Looks like they did it on their own, man. I don't believe this was modeled after another. I don't think they reused a chassis. They built a chassis. Looks like they built a chassis for this car. This car is something else, man. And it caught my attention because it's beautiful. And they came up with a product that looks amazing. I would love this. The numbers are there for it to perform amazing. And that's with a 4-cylinder. So them going to a 6.2 liter twin turbo, I'm very curious about what does that sound like. What numbers, the real reality of what those numbers are going to look like, especially for a 2,100-pound car. Next level. It's probably going to beef it up a little bit because that's a bit more motor. So you're looking at probably about 22 and a half, maybe a little more. Just saying. Just saying. That's going to be crazy. Absolutely nuts. Is this something that you seen before, Willie? I know Willie be on, man. I don't know if you seen this one, Willie. Not sure if you seen this one, man, but daggone, bro. When I say that one there is something else. Absolutely something else. They did their thing with that one. Let me see. Let's see if they have it on here. What I want to show you guys, man. Oh, come on, man. There we go. Have you guys seen, man, the Genesis concept? That's the other one. Let's see if we can get that one up here so y'all can see. Man, I hate all these cookie crap, man. So Genesis first they created this car that was modeled after a race car, and they're coming out with a production version of it. At least they have a concept of it. It's called the GT, Magma GT. This thing is crazy. This is the concept of it. This is the GT3 car, the race car. But this thing is absolutely, I thought they did a phenomenal job. Like when I say they created a race car that has bespoke luxury. No words behind it. It's almost like they skipped the supercars and focused on creating a level of luxury that is remnant of that of Pagani and Bugatti, with the luxury that just takes it to the next level. That interior of the GT is crazy. Let's see if we can get back to it. Look at this. With the quilted leather and suede and just everything just looks so literally handmade or that level of bespoke customization. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. Let me see if we can get to more. They're not. So this concept car, the videos that I found on it, they didn't get down to the nitty gritty on the inside of the car. They showed you the outside of the car. You didn't see a whole lot. So there's not a lot behind the concept that I guess they have released. What I'm curious about is how far or how close do they get to this concept car when they get this thing into production. I want to say this one is expected to come out in 2028. But again, this is Genesis again, flexing a little muscle, man. These Koreans are not playing, bro. They are producing some beautiful cars with technology. They using tech to create some great freaking cars, man. And the GT car is just gonna be loaded with carbon. Absolutely. GT3 car is gonna be loaded with carbon. Nuts. It's gonna be nuts. Gonna be nuts. Mr. Johnson in the building. What's up, my brother? Oh, you saw that truck, bro? That thing. Bro, if I could afford it, I wouldn't mind owning one of those things. That's crazy. You say that is not the car. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. But they doing their thing, man, across the board, bro. Like I'm impressed with Genesis. Genesis are they got decent product. They're showing their muscle. They're showing their technology. They're showing what level engineering they're bringing to the table. You gotta give them their props. Got to give them their props. So there's somebody else that's doing something a little different, man. Oh my God. Sheesh. Um, man, so I saw this car. I saw this next one, and it shocked me because I didn't know what it was. I was like looking at it with no sound, and I couldn't tell you what I was looking at. But I'm gonna tell you, man. Brabus ain't playing. For all you car guys that have been invested in understanding, next level technology in German cars, especially starting with Mercedes. Brabus was the pair. These two guys were doing some amazing stuff with Mercedes. I mean, that grew from Mercedes to I want to say Porsche also had a few Porsche, the G wagons, and they were doing a thing. I think they even touched a Lambo, if I'm not mistaken. Um, But then they came out with this. This is the Beetle. It is based off a V12 Vanquish. They took this thing and took it completely apart and made themselves a car. Like for real. I was watching this review on Car Wow, and it's to the point where they don't even want to in reference the Vanquish as part of this car because everything was redone. The motor was redone. Everything was redone. The boat tail of this car. Everything is next level. It took the V12 Vanquish and re-engineered it and made it more than what it was. It also has I think this one have the high uh it has some hybrid technology, if I'm not mistaken. I think it does. This thing is huge too, man. When you see, no, it wasn't Carwell. It was Haggerty. I think it was Haggerty. I think it was Haggerty. I can't remember what I was looking at. And I don't want to lie to you guys, but I was looking at something and I'm watching the review of this car and it was just blowing my absolute mind. I thought it was beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous car. When I say, we all know those that are familiar with Brabus know that they live in a world of bespoke design. And this one it just screams Brabus. It screams bespoke, especially when this car used to be a V12 Vanquish, and it's this now. It's a Beetle. My goodness, this thing is something else, bro. Something, and the power is next level. Consider Grand Touring, two-seater Grand Touring, 2+2 Grand Tourer. Um, where's our power? I know it's up higher, but it's making 1,000 horsepower at 6,400 RPM and 1,200 Newton meters of torque. And it's electronically limited to 2,000 Newton meters of torque. My God. I know they're making a very limited number of these cars, so that means this thing is going to be through the roof. Absolutely through the roof from a price perspective. Yeah, man. They doing their thing. That's right. This thing is beautiful, man. Yeah. Yep. Yep. This is the first one they've done on their own. Where when you yeah, because everything else they just because everything else was still you couldn't tell. You could tell it was still Mercedes. You could tell it was still Porsche, right? And they did very few Porsches, but G wagons and big body Benzes, they that are the coupes. Some of the coupes that they've done, you can tell. You know exactly what they were. You look at this and you're gonna squint. You're gonna look sideways and trying to figure out what it is. Look at the front of this thing and tell me it tells you that it's, you know what I mean? No, no. You don't think this is a Vanquish. Just don't look. Just they took this thing and they made it their own. They redesigned so much to create this beast of a car. My God. Let me see how wide this thing is. Because it's wide as all get out. It's pretty quick too. Still, 100 0 to 100 kilometers is around 62 miles an hour in 3 seconds. Oh my God. Sheesh. That's crazy. Does it have the spec on how wide this thing is? I don't see it. It's not narrow. It's a wide car. It has a very prominent stance when you think about what a car can look like. This thing is crazy. I like it. I like it. Love it. I mean, you can say that it can remind you of a few things, but man, never seen nothing look like this. This thing is something else, bro. Look at this thing. This thing is beautiful. Them lines are crazy. Mm. Yeah, they did their thing with this one. For real. Yes. AB in the building. AB! My brother. What's going on, my brother? Yeah, you know what? It does give you a little of that with that boat tail, but it's different. This thing is so crazy, man. They did their thing with this one. I have to give them their props. They did their thing with this one. They really did. They really did. This car is beautiful. This is that part when you really get around these cars start looking like that work of art, man. Um, they're incredible. I think it's a beautiful car. I think they did their thing. I think they did their thing. Yeah, yeah. And I'm looking for this next picture. No, we're gonna dive right into this, man. So this one I got mixed feelings about, man. I got some serious mixed feelings about. I'm trying to pull it up, man. I got some mixed feelings about this one, man. So, Got it. Get out of here. See if I can find a better picture because I'm not crazy about that. I'm not crazy about this one, guys. I'm trying to find something that gives better shots and some better pick photos, but this one I'm not happy about. And for some reason, I cannot get decent photos of this thing. I'm not gonna say completely not happy, because it just really pulls so far left of what we used to seeing, and they've done this before, but it could be worse. But let me show y'all what I'm talking about, man. And I don't know if y'all are up on this yet. I'm sure AB may be. The new M3 and what they're projecting or thinking this thing is gonna look like, man. I don't know. I don't know. This front of this car, I need y'all to see this. I don't know how I feel about that. It reminds me of a Kia. What is going on with this crazy website? Oh yeah, this little website ain't working for me. We gotta let you go, homie. You doing some craziness. Check out mode one. I like that PG response, Dave. Yep, it's different for sure. Oh man, I don't know how I feel about it. It's just and this is all conceptual. We don't know for sure if this thing is going to look like this. But if it gets close to this I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not crazy about it. Um Trying to find some decent photos, decent shots of it. And I think I did see these on Instagram. So y'all can let me see if I can pull this up. And like many other cars that we don't absolutely love right in the beginning, some of them grow on us and we start to learn. Pull up BMW M. There it is. It's funny that you say that, and I was finding it as I'm looking at your note. Um, and this brings electrification into the car, which again I'm not completely against. Um, this wide body is hips on this thing is crazy. I just don't know how I feel about them head the front of this thing. I don't know, man. I don't know. So I guess we're gonna see. I'm gonna tell you what it does give me. It gives me muscle car. When you look at how wide this thing, the hips on this thing, and it's giving me muscle car. That bubbleness, that thickness around the side, it's giving me thickness, man. Like for real, it's giving me thickness. It's giving me thickness. It's interesting. I don't know how I feel about the front of this thing yet, but you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of if BMW built a race car. That's what it reminds me of. If they built a NASCAR, that's what it would look like. If BMW was in NASCAR, it would look like this. Look at it. This will be NASCAR all day long. I did. And I'm kind of shooting from the hip on the rest of this. Cause look, AB commented right there, y'all. Y'all see AB? AB commented. He right there. Love it. Can't wait to drive it. That's AB right there. Oh, M2 Black Eagle. Somebody else. Flossie Carter. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's people I follow. And well, M2. I don't know if he ever had the M3. I know he got the M2. Flossie definitely got an M3. And of course, AB has an M3. So I don't know, man. It's something, again, I'm still one of those baby. I'm still a noob in that space. So we're gonna have to check that out, man. We're gonna have to check that out, man. For real, for real. But they're doing their thing. And they're bringing something to the table. Again, a redesign, a new way of looking at this car, and it's quite interesting. Quite interesting. Sheesh. I don't know if I didn't fell into that space of the nostalgic guy that likes the nostalgic cars or what, but I don't know, man. I guess I'm gonna have to figure it out, man. I'll have to figure it out. Oh, this is the video I saw. I have to look at the other one. I watched somebody else's review of also, so I need to hear BMW's talk or their thought behind the design cues. We're gonna have to look at that tonight.
What a beast!
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. We're gonna have to figure that out. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. Willing to try. Listen, I ain't mad at you, bro. Before I give a verdict. No, I'm right there with you. And I'm only looking at, appearance, right? And appearance has nothing to do with performance by any means. Some of the most interesting cars that look amazing may not perform work squat, right? And then there's some cars that you'll never even guess that are performance beast, that may not look like it, right? So I'm gonna be honest with you. This car looks like it's gonna perform amazingly. It's gonna perform like a race car. I believe that it's gonna create crazy downforce based on the aero that I've seen on this car. I believe that that this is going to be truly a track car, a track monster. They're chasing after something, I'm sure, and I don't know what it is. I have to look at the video and get the details. I'm going to have to do my research and really dig into it a little bit deeper to see where they're going with this one, because I'm curious. I'm very curious. BMW do not play about performance, so I know that they're not bringing crap to the table. Yeah, I know for a fact they're not. It's just they're not built like that. So when they put something together like this, it's going to be intentional. It's going to have something behind it that's going to be next level. And I want to know what that is.
Car that just sat on pole position last night, it has that same constellation.
See, there it is.
Splitter is highly aerodynamic.
So they're saying what I was thinking.
That's our M Concept Neue Klasse, our vision of the electrified future for BMW M design. I'm Michael Scully, head of design for BMW M. There are many, many motorsport-inspired references. For example, the yellow icon lights, also the track lights at the front. If you look at our hypercar that just sat on pole position last night, it has that same constellation.
Yeah, I didn't even watch the
Splitter
video, and
is
I
highly
guess
aerodynamic
that was
for optimized downforce. And we have this trimaran construction, which is a little bit different. And that's done because it structurally supports the front splitter, but it also enhances the shark nose of the car. But there's many other references that pay homage to our heritage. So for example, if you look at this front fender construction, this may look familiar to the first M3, the E30. That's entirely on purpose because that first M3 was done for homologation purposes for motorsports. The race team wanted a wider track. Regulations required that it be available to customers. It was a win-win. The race team got a faster race car. Customers also got a faster production car. So we're paying reference to that. But other motorsport references, for example, in the center of the wheel, you'll notice a red center lock nut. On the other side of the car, it's blue. And that color coding is something that's familiar within the racing industry because you need to tighten in different directions. Also motorsport inspired are these mirrors. The fenders, they're very pronounced and wide. It gives us a chance to pronounce the powertrain of the car. And pronouncing the powertrain of the car is extremely important because this is where our 4 electric motors reside.
Wow.
And that's why the shoulders of the car are popped out so strongly. Other aspects that are allowed by this electric powertrain are this entirely open rear diffuser. And normally we might have an exhaust silencer or something like that in there for a production car. But here, we can open it up and maximize the aerodynamic efficiency. On the hood, there's no more power dome. In fact, it's an outlet for the cooling of these 4 electric motors on each corner. And by utilizing the functional requirements really as the basis for our design, we bring a meaning and a purpose to this car. It's reduced down to the essence of performance. What do you guys think? That's our M Concept Neue Klasse.
Wow. It's amazing. I think I want to drive it too. I'm not going to hold you. Yeah, man, they got some interesting stuff happening, bro. Like when I say when they're doing the things that they're doing and bringing that technology to these cars, man, everything that I showed y'all brought something so unique and so different to the table. Like, but there it's always their own twist. You know, a Brabbitt's taken a Aston Martin and just completely vamping what it could be, right? Next level. Absolutely next level. Who is this? Genesis, with what they're bringing to the table that, in my opinion, adds a level of luxury to what could be their supercar that blows most of the luxury that lands in those cars out the water. It literally touches hypercar luxury. It's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. And then what was the other one that I showed you guys that's just next level? Brabus. It was what was the last thing that I mean the first one that I showed? The Rezvini, Rezvini. Can't say it. Tongue falling all over itself. That thing is crazy, especially with how light it is. Alpha Beast, being so light and offering the first offering is a 4-cylinder. Like what? That's making up 450 horsepower. Think about the capabilities, and this is, in my opinion, is a great example of, and a reason why now I believe the categories of supercar, hypercar, they change. Even what we talked about before with muscle cars. You know, does muscle car live in its own world where it has to be an American made car with a V8 now? It used to be had to be manual back in the day. That line, in my opinion, is blurring. And we're starting to see Germans and Japanese that fit within that same realm. And I wouldn't be surprised if Genesis would not come out with something that falls within that space as well. With supercars, the line is being crazy blurred because Ferrari has the 296. It's a six-cylinder. Electrification changes the game. Does that also does it also change what, in my opinion, and they really need to figure it out and stop messing with Corvette like that. But the ZR1, why isn't it categorized in the supercar, hypercar space? Drag Time is taking that car and just decimating everybody on except one car, and that was the Rivian. He's been running that car and tearing up everybody. Lambo, Ferrari, Bugatti. He's like, who's next? That ZR1X is just killing him. And if you think about who's he going against, it's he's going against all those other ones that added electrifications to the package, which is proof of having that extra little piece is not the worst in the world. Again, well, that's just part of the proof because they've been doing it in Indy for a long time. We're getting that technology now. Never been crazy about EVs, but gotta tell you, man, when they add electrification to some of these power monsters, bro, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I'll be interested in that day where there's somebody that's out there that's gonna create packages where you can just add this thing to your car, your everyday car. That'd be nuts. Absolutely nuts. And I think it'll bring something unique and it'll bring something. Man, imagine being able to fall in love with your car again, because now it's giving you something completely different that you probably wasn't even ready for. And it might be, what could that look like? I don't know, something that snaps to the front or to the rear of the car that adds that little extra, or something that happens in between the transmission and the motor that adds that level of electrification. Who knows? But it's cool. That piece is cool to me because you still have the theater that comes with petrol cars. You don't lose that. You don't have fake noise coming from speakers that try to make a car sound like a car. That's crazy to me. Car still sounds like itself through the exhaust the way it's supposed to. But man, you get that bump of that bump in performance is ill. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's goofy. I looked at Haggerty's. Haggerty took out the Temerario, the Lamborghini. It took out the 296, and it brought out a McLaren 765. You see, except for four doors. I think some four doors are gonna get it, man. I believe that some four doors are gonna get it. Watch. I would not be surprised. Oh, they already do. The BMW X5, man, has M5 have electrification. Yep, already have it, bro. Already have. Audi. What is it? Something Tron. I think there's that photo. I believe that photo has electrification. Is it an EV or does it have electrification? Some of them are out there, man. They got some of them lurking, bro. It's coming. Yeah, it's coming. And it don't look horrible, man, because you still, like I said, man, when you still have the stuff Petrol has love about cars is the sound. We love the sound. We love cold starts. We love revving. We love downshifts. We love, the visceral parts, the visceral mechanics of a car, changing gears, downshifting, accelerating, braking, the whole nine. That's for me. I don't know about most. That's part of my driving experience every day. I love that. I every and I love it out of every car. That is part of my driving experience every time I drive. It's those little pieces that make you fall in love with cars, and that's where it's for me. It feels poetic when I'm in that car and I'm going through that, and either I'm letting it shift on its own, or I'm doing it myself. Either I'm downshifting on when I'm doing it, or I'm allowing it to do it themselves, because they're both, when they're in spicy mode. The BMW lives there. The vet, it has to get there. Like, it will be docile the whole time if I'm cruising and just chilling. As soon as I start driving spiritedly, it goes into performance shift. I get aggressive downshifts. It wants to stay in a gear where it's ready to do something crazy. Love that about that thing. It's absolutely a thrill. Where the BMW, it just lives there. It lives there when I'm in that mode. Like, if I put that BMW in M2, she's spicy all the time, ready to do whatever you want to do. I can put that vet into track and still cruise, and it won't do nothing crazy until I start driving crazy, and then it wakes up. It won't do whatever you look. It won't do whatever you want to do plus a little bit more. But that's part for me. That's part of the driving experience, man. Getting out, enjoy these things. Um, the theater. It's the theater. It literally is the theater. It's the sounds, it's the feels, it's the vibrations, it's all of that, man. That's the part that I love about these cars, man. That's that piece, bro. It's like poetry. It's a symphony. All of that. When I was out there ripping and running, trying to get those exhaust notes, no radio, just literally out there listening to the exhaust and getting on it. Man, that turbo spool was crazy. I wish I could have captured that sound. I'm in a cabin and I'm hearing it, and it sounds so cool, man. I'm like, God, I don't even have intakes. For me to go with intakes on this car, oh my God, just coming from the hood to hear that. So getting rid of throwing catless downpipes on this thing, and cleaning out how everything leaves the back of the car, bro. Like, absolutely mind blowing what you're going to hear from these turbos, and these are factory turbos. Actually, all five senses, yeah, man. EBs will always miss smell. It always and sound. Yes, 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 yes. Agreed. Agreed. It's all of those things. Agreed. I absolutely agree with you. 110%, bro. There's some performance piece that you're going to feel and get from EVs. But even in my opinion, the performance piece is muted, because you'll get the thrust of, from the torque, but you ain't gonna get vibration of that motor doing what it does. It's different. You're not gonna get the sounds that motor make. You're not gonna hear the whine of a supercharger or the whine of turbos that spin up of those turbos, especially when you get off of it and hearing them. Man, that mess was blowing my mind. I don't think I ever had such that one-on-one with that car when I was with the BMW like I did when I was ripping and running, getting those audio clips of the exhaust. Other than the fact of me having to crawl on the ground, taking those modules off and putting them back on, that was the only downside. Cool part is it was such a quick and easy plug and play. It didn't take very much time. But just getting out there and ripping and just going through that, bro, that was so much fun. I just wanted to be on a glass. And I gave y'all abbreviated versions, just enough to hear what I was doing. If y'all, man, I was listening to the full clips over and over again because I stayed. I stayed on it. I just kept doing it. I just had so much fun. I like a little kid, man. These cars, man, it's a whole nother level of therapy, brother. It's a whole different level of therapy. It's that escape. I appreciate them. And the reason why I have what I have is because I wanted that. I wanted that level of escape with these vehicles. I wanted I wanted those five senses activated. I couldn't get all of them with Liberty. I couldn't, man. They wouldn't spike with Liberty. Even building Liberty, they wouldn't spike. Not like with Pegasus. Pegasus is a beast. That thing is just so impressive, man. It's just so impressive. It's a beast. I don't know, man. It I had the pleasure, like I was telling you guys, man, of I got invited to man, AB, if you was here, you'd have been right here with us, man. We were invited to a dinner. Cliff invited the group, the BRS group out. We went out and had some dinner. It was a catered, it's not catered, but a special meal with pairings and all this other stuff. And it was an absolute great time. It was an extension to our Father's Day. So it gave us another day for Father's Day. And it was such a good time, man. You know, we sitting at literally at the table. Everybody at the table had a Corvette except one guy. Or at least Cliff is like 50% Corvette, right? And then everybody at the table talking about Porsche. Like everybody wanted a Porsche. I'm like, what? I did not know that. I ain't know all these guys were still spinning up behind Porsche. I'm like, this is crazy. And I'm again new to that world. So we'll see. No different than when I was new with this BMW. When we get that Porsche, we'll see what's happening. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna dip our toe in the water. Nah, I ain't lying to you. I'm gonna dive in. Be like how I learned how to swim. They throw you in the deep end. That's the goal. I'm jumping in the deep end, man. Jumping in the deep end. But it was the camaraderie. You know, we talking about these cars, and it was a visceral is the piece that people were digging into, man. It was what they sound like, what they feel like. It was the smell. It was all those things that interest you that will just take you to that some people miss. Let me back up, not interest you, that some people miss when it's part of the driving experience. It ain't just does it stop. It ain't just push the gas, you know, does it go? You know, it's so many more things than that makes up that experience, in my opinion. So Porsche is like a baseball glove. My favorite shirt, bruh. He said I need Mr. Me and 3 in the building. What up, my brother? And it's somebody when we talk about having the full experience, man. I cannot wait for you to get your gold car, your dream car. That's gonna be all five senses. That's gonna be that car that gives. And we getting into how these cars, the experience, things that you miss when you have an EV, what the petrol car is gonna give you across the board. What you want, it's gonna really intensify all those senses. It's just what they is. That car does that, man. That car take every sense that you would want to experience and just amplifies it through the whole driving experience. I know it personally. By God. It makes Viper one of those cars you just have to have. Oh my goodness, man. Every sense. It's a muscle on wheels. It's just all motor just trying to do something crazy. It's sound, it's noise, it's vibrations, man. It's all of that, man. It's all of that. That thing is something else. One of these days, man, we keep living and doing the things we need to do and we need to do to get there. It'd be nice, man, that we find our space and into getting into some of this stuff. Everybody having what they want, somehow landing all in the same place, doing some cruising, some camaraderie, some shaking hands, some looking at what I did, look at what you did. It's what I'm planning on doing, what you plan on doing. Just that whole camaraderie, man. What's your thoughts on this? What's your take on this? How do you like these? You think these will work on mine? Just all of that, man. Some kind of big old cruise night or some cars and coffee with all the familiar friends. Oh, man. I don't know why I'm saying that like that, because somebody else had already put this in my head. And we gotta make that real. That Mr. AB. It's gotta be some kind of bros and cars and coffee somewhere. And we're gonna have it in different places, man. More to come on that. More to come on that. Because that sparked up again last night during the conversation with the fellas. It sparked up another time during a conversation with a couple of guys I was talking to. And it's all, I got one person I can blame for this, and that part of it, we gonna figure out how we take it to the next chapter. Oh my God, if you know, you know. Nah, man, this is good stuff, man. This is real good stuff. I'm excited about all this stuff. We got so much work to do, but we're gonna get there. Just purely the beginning. Purely the beginning, man. I'm excited about it too, because it's gonna be fun. Still planning the trip for next year, man, where we're gonna do our Amish to yes, yes, yeah. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. We still planning, man. I'm still planning the Bros and Cars Top Gear event. I want this to start next year. We just got to, this is all part of all the stuff that I'm trying to document. And I've been working, man, over here, guys. I've been really working trying to get this stuff. I got so many plates I'm spinning, and we just got to get it all organized, man. I got a lot of stuff I'm working on, and they all feed into the ultimate goal, man. So I'm excited about everything that I'm doing and where is it going. I can see, smell, taste, and touch where it's going to be. We just got to bring it into fruition. But all that's going to lead to some of this other stuff. And that Bros and Cars Top Gear trip, I just need y'all to get ready, man. We're going to when we do start advertising this, it's going to be in well enough time in advance so people can really they can plan for this, man. And I'm excited about it. I'm super excited about it. California will be the first location. Pacific Coast Highway is going to be the route. That's going to be the first one. We're gonna put all the criteria together, work it out, make it real. And once we start advertising, man, I want to say we're gonna try to give people 9 months to a year to be ready for something like that. I think it's gonna be fire. We drive the car community places. I see what you're saying. Drive the car community places. I want to bring it. I mean, it's not gonna be a secret where we're gonna be. The goal is to get out there, have a good time with each other. All the social media guys get to create some type of unique content, have some fun in these cars, not just ours, because the goal with the top gear type tribute we're going to be doing, you're gonna be doing two-row cars or wherever you're gonna lease or rent a car from when we get to where we're going, and it's got to fit a certain criteria. You got to get your car and we're going to have some fun. We're going to get out there, do a little challenge. We're going to drive the highway. We're going to have some fun, see some stuff, and enjoy each other. Enjoy these cars, enjoy the roads, enjoy the canyons, the hills, the mountains. Let our five senses be elevated and tickled. You diddled. Oh, man, I'm so excited about all this stuff. I get chills when I think about where we going, and it's all good, man. It's all for the good. It's all for good, man. I'm excited. I'm super excited. We got to talk, man, and so we can lock in for Friday. I want to make sure I'm available so that we can make this happen for real, for real. I'm excited about Friday, so we can put this all together. Yeah, man. Let's do it. So many people gonna be excited about Friday. Not just you and I. My wife is gonna be elated about Friday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, look, man, I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. I'm trying to think if there's enough. I know that I wanted to talk about the Celica. I couldn't find enough really good pictures because Toyota's trying to bring back the Celica, and I saw a couple of really decent pictures, but not a lot, man. I would love to be able to show you guys what I've seen and they don't have a true look at what this thing is going to look like. So they're testing the Celica. What about the R8? What about R8s? The new R8s? Tell me what you're talking about. They're testing the Celica. Oh, you want an R8? Yeah. I wouldn't mind having an R8 as well, man. I'm right there with you. I'm going to get one. We're going to get one. We're going to get one. We are definitely going to get one. But the Celica, they're testing it out of the GR, right? So what's crazy is the Celica is going to be mid-engine. That's the part about the Celica that's next level, right? They taking Toyota, man. When I say got a chip on their shoulders, sheesh. So they're gonna take the Celica, they're gonna make it a mid-engine car, twin turbo 4-cylinder, if I'm not mistaken, and mid-engine all-wheel drive. They were testing this with the Corolla GR. Here's a crazy part. When they were testing the Corolla GR, they were testing it with a mid-engine. This one car was built with a mid-engine car and a front-engine car. I don't know. You your guess is as good as mine. But I believe that when they get to a place with this new Celica, it's gonna be something very interesting. Toyota got something to prove right now. I don't know what it is, but they clowning. They clowning. Especially with what they did. I mean, let's talk about the Prius. I mean, if y'all look at the lines on the Prius will make you look at it twice. They put some lines on the Prius that's you just don't expect to see on an EV. They really flipped the script on the Prius, man. and the rendering, at least some of the looks. Let me pull this up so y'all can see what I see. Of what they coming out, what they are proposing, and they don't know what this car is going to look like. That's the most interesting part of it all. No one knows. I don't even know if they know. Maybe they do know. Of course, they build a doggone car, so they should know what it's going to look like. But see if I can show you guys some pictures. It really, they coming up with something that's going to be quite interesting. At least a lot of the stuff that I've seen, they're not consistent. I can dare to assume that a lot of these photos are, some AI generated something from somebody else's thought of what they believe it could look like, right? Like this is a 25 Celica, like that was last year. It's not out. What's going on? So when you think about what it could look like, especially from a mid-engine, I'm very curious. I'm very curious about what they're going to do. And that's one of the reasons I didn't bring it up right away, because you really don't know what it's going to look like. But the numbers that they're talking, at least some of the spec to me that makes this car interesting, mid-engine in a Toyota, all-wheel drive, 400 to 450 horsepower. I don't know what the weight is going to look like. Should be interesting. I think this is going to be an interesting entry, uh, re revisiting, or should I say, of the Toyota Celica. And Celica wasn't all that back in the day, if you really think about it, right? It was it was considered a sports car, right? Small little sports car. People wanted to super over the Celica any day. Celicas was still pretty cool, at least in my day. Um, but man, they flip, man. They going next level on the Celica. And this guy right here, man, he ain't playing. He is not playing. So again, somebody did something, said something, talked about their mama or something. Somebody in Toyota. And Toyota, they feeling themselves. They figuring something completely different out. And Toyota ain't playing, man. Y'all better stop. I don't know who said something about Toyota's mama, man, but Toyota is not playing. They got a chip on their shoulder and they got something to prove. And I'm here for all the smoke. I want to see everything they gonna do, who they gonna upset, who toes they gonna step on, whose Cheerios they gonna pee in, all that. I want all the smoke. I want to see all the smoke, all the smoke. There's been so much stuff coming out, man, and I feel like I still missed a few things, but a lot of really cool car stuff that's been happening, man, and I'm excited about it. I'm sure we'll have some more great topics to get into. We're gonna still wrapping this one up a little bit, man. Start putting a bow on it. I had a great time tonight. Super dope time tonight. Next week, what's next week? I need to see the calendar. Next week, I think we're gonna be live again. I think we're gonna be here probably. If not, we'll be over at the shop again. We might be right here. And then for the next because I want to go back to that cruise night, and they say it's even bigger. So the goal is to get back when it's bigger. And it was big this last time, and try to catch more cars. A lot of cars were leaving early. I want to go back and film that again. I really do, because I had a good time out there. I want to see some more of those cars out there. They had some good stuff, man. So we definitely want to do that. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna start looking into some other cruise nights as well. I need to break into the calendar and see what else is going on out there, because again, I want to move around a little bit more. I don't want to be super stagnant. I don't want to be super dry when it comes to some of this stuff. Um, like tonight, they had an event at Road America. How cool would that have been live from Road America, seeing some drag racing? It went until 8:30. Would have been loud. Would have been fun though. Would have been fun though. Just saying. Next week, let's see what's out there. Right now, nothing. I have nothing on the calendar. I need to go out there and look and see if there's something else on the ad. But yeah, man, that's where we are. But I am going to wrap this up. I appreciate you guys for coming out and hanging out. I knew you was gonna catch that. I knew you was gonna catch that. Oh my God. Yeah, man. We're gonna try to find some more stuff, man. I like getting out. I really do. It felt weird talking to myself because people were looking at me like I was crazy, but it's all good. I'm starting to learn how to get past that. But man, I thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you, AB, my brother, for coming and hanging out with us. Can't wait to get you up here so you can do some more stuff with the Bespoke brothers. And of course, I do need to talk. I'll probably hit you up tomorrow sometime if your schedule permits, AB. I want to get a better understanding of some scheduling that we talked about before in the past, just with travel and some visiting and stuff like that. So I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow and see if we can get into some of that, man. So having the very first car show on Saturday. This Saturday. Okay, Saturday. Hopefully, if it ain't raining, man. Be good, my bro. Downtown lady. Y'all be good, man. I appreciate you guys. Thanks again, man. Y'all know how we do. We don't do the normal around here. Oh no. Why is that, man? Because we were designed from greatness. Because we were designed from greatness, guys, you have the right, the responsibility, and the authority to never, ever, ever be average. It's biblical. So don't be average. Yeah. Shout out to all my veterans, man. Active duty, retired, reserve, separated, and transitioned. Remember, man, freedom ain't free. Y'all be good. Peace. Aha.